Hello, fifth grade writers. We have learned a lot about graphic sources, and since we were writing about informational text and we all chose this amazing place to write about from somewhere around the world, I thought that it was a good idea that we put some graphic sources into our text. So here's my typing of When in Rome, and you know about all the things I researched. I decided to put 3 graphic sources in. I don't think you should have really more than 4. 3 or 4 is really good. You don't want to overload it with too many graphic sources, but you just want to put enough. So the main thing is going to be to choose your 3 graphic sources. That's step 1. So let's do that. You're going to go to Chrome or Internet Explorer, your choice, and you're going to type in copyright-free pictures. You don't want to be stealing someone's picture who has a copyright on it. So go to copyright-free pictures. Now you're going to find that you see these little swirls on my Colosseum pictures. I don't really want that when I'm putting it onto my typing because I don't think it looks very professional. So I'm not going to use ones that have those watermark looks. I actually went down, I believe I chose one of these. Anyway, oh no, I didn't choose this one because I see a watermark. I already saved mine, but I want to show you how to save it. And a good tip with that would be to make a folder within your own personal folder, your DB folder, and call it blank pictures. So I called mine Rome pictures. So if I'm going to save this wonderful picture, the Colosseum, I'm going to right click it and I'm going to do save as. When I do save as, there you're going to see the one I already chose. You're going to go into your file. Make sure you're doing it to your file, not to the desktop, not to my documents, in your file. So you'll see that I have the Rome photos in my folder here, and that's where I'm going to save that photo. That just helps you with organization, so that's just a tip. Make sure it's copyright free. Please do not take someone else's work that they've copyrighted. So now I'm going to go back to my text. And this is very important that you're paying attention. So I don't want to put all my pictures at the end. That's boring. I want to put it within the part where I'm talking about it. So I was talking about the Colosseum right here with the gladiators. So I'm going to insert my picture right here. Now I'm going to do that by I chose the location I want to put it. I go to Insert, Pictures, and that's where you're going to find your folder again. And there's my picture of Rome. I'm going to actually use my original one. I think that one's better. And I'm going to insert it. Now, it's pretty big. I don't want it to be that big. That's going to overpower, so of course you want to shrink it. But another tip that I would like you to use is, you see this box here pops up? You're going to do some text wrapping. This is an advanced skill in Word. This box right here is going to make sure that the words come around tight around your photo. So if I click that, do you see that? Look, the words came tightly. Now, I don't really like how over here, boys and girls, there's just a few words, so I can just drag my photo where I want it. So now I'm just going to line up and make sure that, okay, I'm talking about the gladiators more up here, and then over here is St. Peter's. So I'm going to move this up there, just a tad. I think I like the way I have it there. I got to make sure that's, there we go. Look at how nice and professional it looks. If I wanted to, I could put it over here. It's your choice, whatever. You're kind of like making it look like a newspaper article in a way. So I can't just have a regular photo there. You guys all know what we usually see in our text, which would be captions. So in order to make a caption, this is the 3rd step. You're going to insert again a text box. The text box is way over here. So before we were doing picture, that's there. Then we're going to do a text box. And you can always watch this video over and over again and watch it while you are trying to do the skill here. Draw text box. That's just easier. All the other ones kind of mess with things. I'm going to draw my text box right underneath. And I'm going to do the same thing. I want that one, the text, to be wrapped around my text box. So see? Oh, cool. It has a black box around it, so it doesn't confuse your reader. They'll know it's different, and it'll appear a little bit smaller of a font, and you can change the font as well. So I have my font smaller here. I chose to put in the Roman Colosseum appears weathered and falling to pieces, but it's still a popular tourist destination. So I think my picture kind of shows how weathered and decrepit looking it looks. So you can play with the font and change the color if you really want, change the font style, change the font size in your text box. So at the end of this, you should at least have 3 to 4 photos in your Word document so that when it is printed, it looks more interesting and you've now practiced how to create a graphic source.